business people. Ouch, I just hit my elbow. Today is my second small business video day video. Anyway, I'm going to be talking about some office supplies that will come in handy, packing stuff, yada yada. Let's just get straight into it. The first thing that I want to talk about is a thermal printer. You don't have to buy one, but I highly recommend that you get one. I'm going to put like a picture here somewhere so that way I don't have to show you carry everything. But I highly recommend investing in a thermal printer. It costs about $100 something. I'll link it below. I bought mine from Amazon. But the reason why I would recommend getting a thermal printer is because my dog is licking my tripod. So if I'm shaking, it's because she's licking my tripod. Anyway, the reason why I did choose to go with the thermal printer is because everything prints out with just heat. You don't have to spend a whole bunch of money on ink. Ink is very expensive, as we all know. If you don't know, ink is expensive. And so yeah, I would recommend getting a thermal printer. If you already have a regular printer and you have a bunch of ink and you don't mind spending the money on the ink and you're trying to save some money when you first start your business, then go ahead, use your regular printer, but eventually you're going to want a thermal printer. Along with getting a thermal printer, you're going to want to get the proper size shipping labels. I will put everything together here for you, but you're going to want to get the proper size shipping labels. I use my thermal printer to print out shipping labels, packing slips, and then I also use it to print out like QR codes and stuff like that. But the dimensions are 6 by 4 inches, I believe. I will put a link of the ones that I got from Amazon. I bought it in bulk because at the end of the day, when you buy in bulk, most of the time it's cheaper. But there are ways to get it for free. You can totally get shipping labels for free from like USPS or FedEx's website. However, when I tried to do that a year ago, it was always sold out. They didn't have any of those for free, so I never got my hands on free shipping labels before. They're not very expensive, so I mean, if you don't want to go through the hassle of creating an account with USPS and FedEx and just sitting there and waiting for them to restock, you can just get the ones from Amazon. Now let's get into packing supplies. I buy all of my poly mailers from U-Pack and Ship. They have a bunch of different designs, varieties. I don't know why I wanted to say variety. Some people do buy their packing supplies from Amazon, but I find that it's cheaper on not USPS. I find that it's cheaper on U-Pack. My dog is just playing with the tripod. Okay, I'm gonna turn you guys back this way a little. I find that it's cheaper from U-Pack and Ship. There are ways that you can get free packing supplies. However, keep in mind, so you can get free like bubble mailers and everything is priority shipping supplies, if that makes sense. You can get free stuff from USPS's website. If you scroll all the way to the bottom, there should be somewhere on there that says like packing supplies or something like that. However, keep in mind that if you get their free stuff, they will deliver it to your house. Say you got a bunch of free boxes. It's only the priority mail boxes. So when you ship out whatever you're shipping out, you have to pay for the priority mail labels, which is a little more expensive than paying like first class mail. So there's first class and there's priority. First class mail is anything under a pound. Anything over a pound is automatically priority. You can also send anything else, like anything under a pound, for priority, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna, like an example, I want to ship out this little fella and it's only an ounce. I can pay $3.65 to ship it out in a regular bag. However, I cannot ship it out in a priority bag because I'm gonna have to pay the priority shipping, which will be more closer to like $7 or $8. So just keep that in mind. A little tip with packing, just in case, they do have like bubble mailers from USPS that's free, and I bought a bunch of those just to have the bubble packaging, but I put their packaging in my own packaging. So I take their bubble mailer and put it in my non-bubble mailer, my just regular poly bag, just for like the cushion. That way I didn't have to buy bubble wrap, if that makes sense. So if you want to buy, you know, a box or whatever from USPS, I mean, if you want to order boxes from USPS for free, you can always stick it into your own bag that's not a priority bag, and not have to pay the extra shipping. The next thing I want to talk about is a tagging gun. This is if you're going to be selling if you're going to be selling clothing. You don't have to get one, but I thought it was really fun to buy one. So I did buy a tagging gun from Amazon. It comes with the little and it's very affordable. Like I said, you don't have to get one. There is a way that you can contact someone who will sew in your own brand's tagging, whatever, for you. Like, you send your clothes over to them and they will tag everything for you. However, I didn't want to do that. I didn't have the budget for that, so I didn't do that. Which brings me into buying tags, actual tags for your merchandise if you're selling clothes. I designed all of my tags, business cards, thank you cards, stuff like that. I designed everything on Canva, canva.com. It's free. They have free options, and then they have their like pro option where you pay. But the free option is good enough. You can literally design anything on there. If they don't have a design or the wording that you want or whatever it is, you can always like input your own thing as your own image, and to avoid having to pay the extra fees and stuff. Input your own image and move it around, design it however you want. But yeah, that's how I designed my own thank you cards, business cards. I'll probably put a bunch here for you to see some examples, which brings me into Canva. I think you can purchase the cards through them, but I do not purchase anything through them. I just use their free option. I buy all of the actual physical cards from Vistaprint, and I'm going to, like I said, tag everything below. And here's a little tip, hack, whatever you want to call it. I also forgot to mention that you're going to want to make sure that the dimensions of everything match up from Canva to Vistaprint, but you'll see when you actually do it if it's off or whatever. The first thing I want to mention is Vistaprint has a bunch of different options, so you can just search thank you cards, business cards, postcards, whatever, and it will pop up, and then it will have like, you know, their base price and all that stuff. Well, the little tip for you that I have, instead of purchasing thank you cards, I recommend doing your thank you cards as postcards, if that makes sense. So you're going to upload your thank you card design to the postcard section because the postcards are a lot cheaper. Another one is, instead of buying, they have a tag option. Instead of doing the tag option on Vistaprint, just purchase or upload your little tag as a vertical business card because it is a lot cheaper. You're welcome. Another way that you can, you know, for stickers or tags or business cards, you can always invest in a Cricut. I have a Cricut, but I don't use it for any of that stuff just because it's time consuming, and I didn't want to spend a bunch of time doing that. So that is another option. If you want to invest in a Cricut, or if you already have a Cricut, you can totally do that too. That kind of wraps everything up for this video as far as office supplies. There's a ton of other little things that you're going to want to have handy, like scissors, you know, tape, what else? You're definitely going to want to have a laptop or your phone to work off of. I do all of my designing processes and stuff like that from my laptop that I already had. I didn't buy a new laptop or anything like that. One of the biggest questions that I've been getting lately is what I use for my website, how I set up my website, and what I use is Shopify. I'm going to go into detail about that in next week's video, so stay tuned for her. But yeah, if you want to start researching Shopify and how it works and how much you have to pay and all that stuff, you can go ahead and do that. But yeah, thanks for watching. I tried to keep it short and simple. If you already are a small business owner, and you have some other office supplies, hacks, tricks, whatever, you can go ahead and comment her down below if you please. If not, I hope you enjoyed this video.